Happy Friday, folks. It's really fun to be here at the very exciting Quantcast headquarters here in Soho with Amit, Kotecha. How's your week been so far?
It's been excellent, thank you. How's yours?
It's been, pretty good. I went to see a very exciting gig last night. I went to see the Shins, so I'm wearing their t-shirt. And it's been busy as well. There's been lots of news going on, hasn't there? I mean, let's start by talking about Group N's announcement that they're going to be working with a third party to deal with this whole Google brand safety thing. I mean, do you think that that's an important way to protect brand safety?
I definitely do. I think that technology is there to help protect brands. In particular, a lot of what we do is use technology to help minimize the risk for advertisers when it comes to things like brand safety. I think that's one part of it. I think the other part is working with the industry and figuring out some type of standards so that we can all abide to those standards. And the industry's done a lot of stuff over the last 3 years to do that. In fact, we're going to go through our third year of audits from a third-party company to come in and make sure that all of our brand safety processes are up to the standards that are available. I do think that all companies that buy and sell advertising need to go through that audit, and at the moment they aren't. So it's something that needs to change.
Have you been following the Google story as it develops, and what have been your thoughts in general?
I think that it's one of the biggest challenges that we face as an industry, and I think Google's a technology company, and they will figure out the right technology solution for this problem for sure.
Talking about technology solutions, this week we've had Stella Artois working with Bliss. They've come up with a way to use AI for future predictions, which I think sounds quite exciting. Have you seen about that?
I did. I read that story. It's really fun. I think they're using a data point that's really interesting for advertisers, which is location. And I think also the stuff they're doing around consumer behavior, when you can understand consumer behavior, especially in the digital world, you can start to make really detailed predictions, which is interesting. A lot of the stuff that we're doing is based on that. In fact, one of the biggest trends we're seeing is retailers actually using their in-store data and bringing that into the digital world and actually understanding not just how to cross-sell or upsell products, but actually being able to use that to find new customers that are showing similar traits. And I think that's the future, especially for the retail industry, who are in some ways way ahead of other verticals when it comes to this. We're seeing that infiltrate the finance and the travel world, but it would be nice if that starts to move into things like FMCG in the future. Sure.
Do you think FMCG is the one that really needs to progress then?
It's funny. It's the one industry that doesn't really have a direct connection with their customers, right? And so that they need to really understand their customers in a better way, and using this consumer behavior data actually enables them to do that and have a direct connection to their customers, and that when they change behavior, they're able to see that.
And another news story this week has been Coca-Cola has axed the position of Global Chief Marketing Officer. They've replaced it with Chief Growth Officer, I think. Obviously, CMO has been changing a lot recently. Do you think this will be a thing that we'll see more of, these growth officers?
Yeah, I do. The name's new, so everyone's still getting used to calling it that. I think it shows, I mean, if you look at all the data behind Coca-Cola, it shows that their brand perception, their awareness is really, really high, but their sales have been going down. So they've focused all their time and energy on brand advertising, and I think this is a move for them to start focusing a little bit more on direct response and actually getting their customers to buy their products. And this is all about finding the balance, right? And we as a company have always been very much focused on direct response. And over the years, we have developed brand solutions because our customers have asked us to do that. And we are delivering much more brand and direct response solutions and measuring it holistically now. So it is the evolution of digital, and not just digital, the advertising, and there's a lot that's written about finding the right balance between brand and DR. I think this is a move to Coca-Cola, for Coca-Cola to do that.
So you think they're ahead of the trend on this?
I think that they are moving with the trend.
Okay. And we are just announcing, we'll just open our entries for the M&M Global Awards for this year, which is very exciting. Everybody needs to get their entries in. And we're moving venues. We're going to host it at the Natural History Museum this year. Have you seen this?
did, actually.
Are you a fan of the Natural History Museum?
I love the History Museum, and I love the awards as well. We'll definitely be submitting something for sure. Yeah.
That's what we like to hear. Have you been to any events at the Natural History Museum? Because I'm quite excited about the idea of like hanging out with the dinosaurs after hours.
Yeah, I've been to a few events there, but I also go there to watch to look at the wildlife photography every year. So it's an amazing thing if you haven't seen it. Yeah.
Oh, I definitely have to check that out. I've never been to one of those. I went to see I think it was a VR exhibit actually with the evolution of dinosaurs, which was quite immersive and terrifying at the same time.
I'm going to see an exhibition this weekend, which is about Lego and DC, the comics. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's at South Bank, but it's called The Art of the Brick.
I've seen, on the tube.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm looking forward to that. That's all me.
That sounds so much fun. Is there going to be a new Lego Batman? Because I loved that movie.
Yeah, it's great, wasn't it? It was very funny. It's one of the funniest movies of the year, I think. It's great.
Definitely. It was definitely a highlight. Start the year with a bang with that. Anyway, it was lovely to chat to you, and I hope you have a lovely weekend.